안녕 여러분.
This is how we do when my homies go.
You're listening to Gecko Radio, Jeju Morning Alternative.
That's right. Good morning, GEC. Good morning, Jeju. Coming to you live from the GEC. Hello, my name is Marcos and Che. How you guys doing today? Good morning. It is, what day is today? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, June 10th. And the mosquitoes are, I'm sorry, everybody. They are out in full force, man. I was so happy. Like, I actually got the charger like hooked up to my house, and I can now hook it up to my car, which is super awesome. But in the process, I was out there for like a couple minutes. I got like tagged 3 or 4 times by mosquitoes. So they are out in full force. And we got them little zebra stripey boys, the ones with the black and white stripes on them. Oh man, those are my least favorite. Actually, I can't say I like any of them. I'm sorry, mosquitoes. Also, hate to say it, ticks are also out. I found a tick on my dog just yesterday. A little tick just crawling around. Luckily, it wasn't attached. It wasn't biting her, and thankfully, she has this bright white coat that I could easily see the tick. But yes, do be careful. They are going to be a problem. They're going to be a problem this summer, so do watch out. Yes. Oh man, there's nothing worse than being in bed and just hearing the mosquito like, you know, just like right by your ear, and you go and you slap your ear and you pop your own eardrum. Yeah, pretty terrible. Okay, let's talk about more positive things, shall we? All right. What's coming up on today's show? Good morning, Suk-young. Good morning, everybody. Haserino. Good morning. Welcome back. Haserino, are you on listening mode? Are you on watching mode today? You seem like a pretty busy person, so I'm curious what you're up to. Okay. So, what's coming up today? We are talking about the weather, and then the question of the day, the hint, is a myth, and that also has to do with our special Island Icons segment today for Wednesday. And then, but before that, again, after the question of the day, we're going to do Jeju Morning News Briefing. We've got a mix of some positive and negative news, and then we got a little bit of what's going down in the GEC. There's stuff still going down in the summer, and we're going to talk about it, okay? So, let's get started, shall we? Why don't we start things off with Dreamin', Tennessee by our boys Wednesday Off.
Always felt in Tennessee like a road I never knew, till you step it out of the blue. Always dreamin' Tennessee, always fell in Tennessee, like a song I didn't choose. Still it keep on playing, and you always dreamin' Tennessee. Oh, dreaming Tennessee, you and I dancing olden time. Love is slow under neon light, till this all night fade out of our sight. Oh, Jack in Tennessee, right there between our heads. I just stayed and hope you understand. I'm still dreaming Tennessee. Always fell in Tennessee, long my heart ran out on me. Didn't know what I should have said, so I ran you the street. Every time I'm loving you, something in my heart. I know how love is true. You and I, oh, Dreamin, Tennessee. You and I dancing, holding tight. Love is slower than neon light. Till this all night fade out of our sight. Oh, Jack and Tennessee, between our heads. I just stayed and hope you understand. I'm still dreaming Tennessee. Oh, I just stay and hope you understand. Oh, dreaming Tennessee. I just stay and hope you understand. I'm still dreaming Tennessee. I'm still dreaming Tennessee.
You're listening to the GEC's very own Gecko Radio, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Jeju Morning Alternative.
That is right. Monday through Friday, Jeju Morning Alternative. How you guys doing today? All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, it is Wednesday, June 10th, 2026. And I'm your host, Marcos and Che. Hello. Coming to you live from the Global Education City right here on Jeju Island. Oh man, today is episode 33. That's pretty amazing. Looking at the chat here, just asked Hasurino what they're up to today. No guitar lesson today. They were meant to console their friend who broke up recently, but he got busy in last minute. Hey, that's what good friends are for. You know what I mean? Especially after a bro had a breakup. Sometimes they gotta talk, they gotta chat, they gotta speak their feelings, let it all out for sure. And Hatsunian says maybe they'll just have their dinner and play some game, they guess. Yeah, what game are you playing these days, Hatsunian? I just downloaded Crimson Desert because that's all the rage, and I'm a gamer, but I haven't gamed. I'll be completely honest with you. Since I've started Gecko Radio, which has been over a month, I haven't played a single game, and I have a very powerful gaming PC, but I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm not gaming anymore. I don't know if I feel guilty about it or if I feel like I need to be working on Gecko Radio, but I don't game. And I used to be a proper gamer, and that was just like a month ago. But I did get Crimson Desert. That is made by Pearl Abyss, which is a Korean developer. And it is apparently just taking the world by storm. So I thought I'd give it a crack when I have the time, I guess. But yes, that's what I hear the gameplay is amazing. And props for it being a South Korean developer, really breaking into the mainstream global market. That's awesome. Korean developers, they usually they do really well locally, of course, and in Southeast Asia and across East Asia with their online gaming, but not really in the West. So it's awesome that this Korean developer with Crimson Desert cracked into the globe, the West, Anyways, I digress. That's my gaming rant. Okay, moving on. What are we talking about today? Well, I'm just talking about us. Okay. How soon is going to try the 1666 Amsterdam demo? Yeah, I saw that too. This is kind of like all the release. All the trailers are coming out from the new games. It's kind of overwhelming at this point, to be honest. I think I'm just getting too old. And like less excited for games, I guess. I don't know what to say. I think right now Gecko Radio is my game. It's my game right now. I'm just trying to level it up all the time. Okay. So what do we try to do here? Well, this is where Gecko Radio is where we just try to ease things and actually shape life here, the weather outside your window, the headlines people are talking about, what's happening, of course, around the GEC. That's our main focus. But also where to eat, what to check out, and the little Jeju details that make this island feel like home. So whether you're headed to school or opening your laptop, making a coffee, I haven't had my coffee yet, could go for some. Good morning. And we're glad that you're with us. Okay. And I'm Mr. Mark Wilson Che. Okay, some of my students know me as Mr. Mark. My old students know me as Mr. Wilson, which sounds really old. But you can just call me Mark. Hello, how you guys doing? You can find me on Instagram at Makia there. You can find our amazing writer at Jeju Jade, who is diving. She's diving this season, and they are full on diving for sea urchin. Oh, and I gotta tell you, I should put that picture up. I took some video last night. We had some of the urchin uni, the roe, on rice, and that's all it was. It was just fresh caught urchin on rice, and my goodness, it was very good. Umami doesn't even begin to explain the amount of what's the word I'm looking? What's the English word for umami? Not sultry. No, that's too. I'm forgetting my English vocabulary. Anyways, it was super thick and super delicious, so creamy, so yummy. So yes, really. Good luck to all the henny out there now diving for sea urchin. Be careful, they got them little spikes. You don't want to get pricked by one of them. And of course, check out our Instagram at Gecko I can't even say our Instagram at Gecko Radio Jeju. That is where we put all of our highlights of the show, and we share, and we a lot of the platforms and a lot of the places that we share. Their main hub is Instagram. So we go ahead and we make sure to put that on as well. So do check it out. Okay. All right. Yes. Sherry Russell. Hey, Sherry's back. Hey. All right. Wow. Okay. This is actually officially the first time that Sherry and Halserino have been on the same feed. Finally, I've been waiting for it to happen. Okay. I was like, okay, Sherry, we haven't seen Sherry for a while, but I'm sure she knows Halserino. So if the fact that Sherry and Halserino are on, this is great. This is good. All right, now our chat's about to blow up, which is great. Cool. All right, so let's see here. Halserino Sherry has been on here like every day since you've been gone. So just to let you know, not to guilt trip you or anything. All right, moving on. Let's start things off with our question of the day. And I realized I didn't put the question of the day. So along with me, you're going to experience it in real time. But first, I'll put it here. Okay, so this is the wrong question of the day. So bear with me. This is how production works. Look at this. Breaking the fourth wall here. Little copy and paste action. Beep, boop. There we go. Can't too hard to read. I'm going to bring that down. Beep, boop. All right, here we go. Nice. Got it. Almost there, guys. Let's shrink it down there we go. Yes, we're back. We're back in business. Okay, question of the day. All right, the question is, which Jeju attraction is dedicated to the island's myths and legends, including the story of the grandmother, the giant grandmother, the Titan of Jeju, Seolmundae Halmang. Okay, once again, which Jeju attraction is dedicated to the island's myths and legends, including the story of the great giant grandmother Seolmundae Halmang? Is it A, Halim Park, B, Jeju Stone Park, C, Ecoland Theme Park, or D, Jeju Folk Village? Once again, I'll say the question one more time. Which Jeju attraction is dedicated to the island's myths and legends, including the story of the giant grandmother Seolmundae Halmang? Is it A, Halim Park, B, Jeju Stone Park, C, Ecoland Theme Park, or D, Jeju Folk Village? I'll also put this in the chat for us so you guys can check it out and give us your answer. And with that, we're going to move on to our next song of the day. This is CYRRCA, and this is a great one. This is Annyeong.
사랑을 난 몰라 사랑은 가슴 속에 꽃이 피어 I can feel 사랑을 난 몰라 사랑은 가슴 속에 꽃이 피어 I can feel
Gecko Radio in the morning, the only station out of the GEC Jeju.
That's right, the only station in the morning based out of the GEC, and we hope to stay that way for a very long time. Nobody else get this idea, please. Okay, welcome back, welcome back. Oh yeah, okay, it's time for the weather. Let's get into it.
What's the weather like in Jeju? We're gonna tell you what to do if it's sunny or rainy or calling typhoons. What's the weather like in Jeju?
Okay, everybody, let's take a look at the weather around Jeju for Wednesday, June 10th. Today is shaping up to be a classic early summer day with the mosquitoes on the island, with warm temperatures, high humidity, and a mix of sunshine and clouds. While many areas still will stay dry, there is a small chance of a passing shower or thunderstorm later in the day, especially in the eastern parts of Jeju. Okay, so do look out for that. Daejeong is off to a mild start. That's where we are in the GEC, with morning temperatures around 20 degrees. Afternoon highs should climb into the mid to upper 20s, and it may feel a bit stickier because of the humidity. Now, Jeju City will see a mix of clouds and sunshine, with temperatures ranging from around 19 to 25 degrees. Oh, that's quite the range there. A brief afternoon shower is possible. Now, Seogwipo should stay warm and humid as well, with mostly cloudy skies at times and a slight chance of rain later in the day. Now, over in Seongsan and the East Coast, conditions could become a little more unstable during the afternoon, with clouds building and the possibility of isolated thunderstorms. So, for the big picture for today, warm, humid, and feeling more like summer, keep a small umbrella handy just in case. Stay hydrated, and if you're heading outdoors, remember that roads and hiking trails could still be slippery in places after the recent wet weather. That's how it is, just like it gets again after these rains and even the dew in the morning, it gets a little slippery. Okay, so let's move on. Let's get back to the question of the day. Let's get that answer, huh? Beep. Let's bring that back up. Okay, the question of the day was, which Jeju attraction is dedicated to the island's myths and legends, including the story of the giant grandmother Seolmundae Halmang? Is it A, Halim Park, B, Jeju Stone Park, C, Ecoland Theme Park, or D, Jeju Folk Village? Okay, man, I got to scroll through that. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Halserino says goes with C, Ecoland Theme Park. And I think I saw that Sherry went with B. Did you go for the Stone Park? I think I saw that there somewhere. It's hard to read this text. Yeah, there you go. She's going for a B, Jeju Stone Park, okay? The answer is B, Jeju Stone Park. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, good job. Good job, Sherry. That is, 2 cool points. I like to mix it up. I like to mix up the rate. You know what I mean? So I'll give you 2 cool points. Sherry, you get, and House and you get 1 cool point for participation. Sometimes I like to give out a lot. Sometimes I like to give out a little. It's all relative. And it doesn't matter. Just like, what is that? Whose line is it anyways? There's where the points don't matter. Okay. So yes, let's learn a little bit more about the Jeju Stone Park, shall we? Cool. Let's bring that up. It, in my opinion, is actually one of the most beautiful parks in Jeju, and it's massive. It's really cool. When I walked there, I said it looks like it's straight out of like a Star Wars film. It's really, really beautifully made. Okay, so the Jeju Stone Park isn't just a park filled with volcanic rocks. It's a unique cultural and ecological space built around Jeju's creation myths, folklore, and island's deep connection with stone and nature. You can blow this up here. That's the property. I mean, it's really gorgeous. And they really utilize a lot of underground aspects. So I think that's really economical for the cooling as it goes down, like heat and cooling regulation. Now, one of the central features of the park is Seolmundae Halmang, the giant grandmother who, according to legend, created Jeju Island and Halasan. Yeah, if you guys didn't know that she is her. She's the one, okay? The park also tells the story of her 500 sons, the Obek Jangun, on one of Jeju's most famous and moving folk tales. We got a second image here. Take a look at this one. Move it down a little bit. There you go. Take a look at there. Okay. Yeah, that's well. Are those the Obek Jangun? Yes, they are. So there's these stone figures that are scattered around the park, quite large. Some of them quite large, and those are some of her 500 sons there. The park is also home to the Seolmundae Halmang Festival, an annual cultural event that honors Jeju's mythological grandmother. Rather than treating her as a character from an old story, and let me bring up an image here. Yeah. The festival celebrates her as a symbol of creation, motherhood, generosity, and the strength of Jeju women. Now, I don't know if you can see, I'll blow this up a little bit, this poster, which is great. But also, these are massive. Those stone pillars, those stone sculptures are, several meters tall. So they're really cool to behold once you're there. It's very Stonehenge-y. Does that make sense? Okay, moving on. Okay, yeah, here's some of the festival here. During the festival, visitors can experience traditional rituals, performances, storytelling, music, and cultural programs that keep Jeju's oral traditions alive. It's a beautiful reminder that these myths are still an important part of the island's identity. So as you walk through the park, you'll find sculptures, stone monuments, forests, exhibition spaces that bring these old stories to life. It's a place where mythology and nature blend together, giving visitors a deeper understanding of how Jeju people have viewed their island for generation. The park itself is huge. Yeah, the property is massive, so it's easy to spend several hours there. There's a Gochawal forest section, there's a folk village section, there's a massive fields and multiple museums. Here's a fun fact. Jeju Stone Park was designed around the idea that stones are not just rocks, they are live witnesses to the island history and culture. Considering that Jeju is often called the island of stone, wind, and women, it feels like the perfect home for the story of Seolmundae Halmang. So if you're looking for a place that's part museum, part nature park, and part living mythology, Jeju Stone Park is definitely worth a visit. Yeah, I went there, I think, twice, and one of my favorite parts of that park was we were walking through the forest section, and I have the photos. Maybe I can try to find them and bring them up. But we're walking through the forest section, and then in the forest, there's these stone, like turtle sculpture bowl things that are kind of lined up on a rock wall. So they're like these ancient turtles, but they're instead of a shell, it's like a bowl, right? In the bowl, each one, there was just water, like rainwater collected. And I looked and I saw movement in there, and in each one of those little like bowls was a single fire-bellied toad. Now, if you are familiar with amphibians or reptiles and amphibians for pets, fire-bellied toads are actually a very common animal that you find at the pet store. But these were wild fire-bellied toads, but they were completely black. Like fire-bellied toads are kind of green on the top with like a red belly, but these were completely black on top with little red speckles on the bottom. I'll try to find the photo if I can during our next song break, because I just want to share that with you. Yes, so there we go. There's our little. You do need to check out Jeju Stone Park for sure. It's definitely on my list of places to check out. Sherry's coming to visit. I think I've mentioned Jeju Stone Park. You should definitely go. It's all the way on the east. It's quite the drive from the GEC, but it is worth the trip. Okay, so let's move on to our next song of the day, and then we're going to get into our Jeju Morning News Briefing, yeah? Okay, this is one of our pillar bands. This is Moher, Whatever It Was, from their new album.
잡아가게 가
For that Jeju morning alternative, tune in to Gecko Radio, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. All week, baby.
That's right. Welcome back. Welcome back to Gecko Radio, Jeju Morning Alternative. Almost forgot the name of my own radio show there for a second. That happens. It happens when you're live. Just checking out the chat here. Oh, so sorry, Sherry, I didn't realize she was in Glasgow, Scotland for a leadership training conference. Oh, that is awesome. Where that's so cool. She started writing her own songs just on the side, just to prove you can start anything new anytime. Heck yeah, for sure, Sherry. Gecko Radio, it just came up in an idea, I think just a few months ago, and now we're here. It just kind of popped in my brain when I was just working out one day, and now look at us. We're in episode 33. We're getting along there. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. Okay, let's move on. Okay, guys, it is time for Jeju Morning News Briefing. This just in. Jeju Morning News Briefing. What'd you think of that one? I just made that one yesterday. Yep, we are slowly increasing the quality of the production at Gecko Radio. So that's our news break. Yeah, okay. So here we go. According to this is coming from Yonhap News, the amount of everyday household waste is being buried in landfills in Jeju has been cut in half over the past 2 years. Oh, that's great. Great to hear. That's good news, actually. Whenever you hear news about landfills, I always get a little bit bummed out because there's not enough space, but I guess it's being almost cut in half over the past 2 years. That's fantastic. New data released by the Ministry of Climate, Energy, Environment shows that Jeju daily landfill waste dropped from 48.7 tons in 2022 to just 24.6 tons in 2024, a reduction of nearly 50%. And at the same time, recycling has continued to grow. Yes, the island recycled about 765 tons of waste per day in 2022, increasing more than 828 tons per day by 2024. Now, officials say this improvement comes from a combination of stronger policies to reduce single-use products, better waste processing facilities, and perhaps most importantly, more residents making recycling and proper waste separation part of their daily lives. Now, looking ahead, the province plans to continue expanding recycling infrastructure, encouraging reusable containers, and building a more circular economy as part of its goal of achieving carbon neutrality by 2035. So if you've been carefully sorting your recyclables or bringing your own tumbler to the cafe, looks like those small habits are making a real difference. Oh, that's great to hear. I will say Jeju kind of has, a greener vibe to it. We kind of push forward with greener initiatives when it comes to recycling. We're pretty on top of that. They're quite strict with their garbage and recycling stations. They have workers there who are there making sure you put stuff, but they're not just there to make sure you're not messing up, but they're there to help as well. Super helpful. Also, a lot of EVs as well on the island. So many EVs on Jeju. My truck is an EV. I got a pickup truck, and I see my truck. It just came out, and I'm seeing it everywhere. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, moving on. This one's also pretty positive. Check this out, okay? Now, this is according to Hala Daily. Voice phishing scams in Jeju have dropped dramatically. Oh, this is great. This year, with police reporting nearly a 50% decrease compared to the same period last year. From January to April, there were 67 reported cases, down from 130 cases a year earlier. The total amount of money lost to these scams also fell by 33%, from 4.3 billion won to 2.9 billion won. That's great to hear. Voice phishing, you got to be careful. Police say one reason for the improvement is their proactive approach by tracking suspicious phishing websites and malicious apps in real time. Investigators have been able to step in before victims send money. That's great. In one particularly remarkable case, officers actually went all the way to Halasan's Urimok area to persuade a resident who was about to transfer a large sum of money, preventing a loss of 100 million won. In another recent incident, they located a victim on a way to a bank and stopped an additional 150 million won from being lost. That's amazing. Oh man, I feel like a TV show or a movie should be made by this like special by this special unit that like, oh my gosh, guys, let's go. You know, they like roll out because somebody's about to like transfer money because they unfortunately fell for the phishing scam, and they're there just stopping them just in time before they put in the money, you know, to get scammed. That's awesome. That is so proactive. That's great that they're doing that. The report also highlighted stronger partnerships between police, local government offices, banks, and businesses. You may have even noticed special anti phishing information envelopes near ATMs are participating mobile phone stores promoting scam prevention. That's great. The police also shared their other positive trends. Arrests related to crimes against vulnerable groups, including domestic violence, stalking, dating violence, and child abuse, have increased as enforcement efforts have become stronger. So the arrests have increased. That's great to hear. And on the roads, traffic safety has improved as well. Thanks to infrastructure upgrades and targeted crackdowns, traffic fatalities have fallen compared to last year. Most notably, after a surge in motorcycle deaths in 2025, Jeju has reported zero motorcycle traffic fatalities so far this year. That's great to hear. So it's a good reminder if you ever receive a suspicious phone call asking for money or personal information, take a moment to verify it and don't hesitate to ask for help. That's really cool. Super proactive. Jeju is becoming safe. It's becoming safer. That's amazing. That's awesome to hear. Okay, now this story, unfortunately, is not so happy. Let's take a look at this one, okay? Let's blow this one up here. Okay. According to Yonhap News, a fishing boat has been caught illegally dumping oil-contaminated water into the sea near Jeju Port. Come on, guys, what are we doing here? Okay, the Jeju Coast Guard says that the 34-ton fishing vessel registered in Jeju is now under investigation for allegedly violating the Marine Environment Management Act. The incident reportedly happened on the morning of June 8th, that's just a couple days ago, while the boat was docked at the fishing boat pier in Jeju Port, waiting for engine room repairs. Authorities say that the vessel discharged about 32 liters of bilge water, that is oily wastewater that collects at the bottom of the ship's engine room, directly into the harbor. The Coast Guard carried out cleanup work and is now investigating the exact circumstances of the case. Officials are reminding boat operators that illegally dumping oil or other pollutants into the ocean can lead to serious penalties, including up to 5 years in prison or a fine of up to 50 million won. Wow. A small amount of oil may not sound like much, but in a port and marine ecosystem, it can still cause real damage. And you have Henya just diving right to, come on, guys. The Coast Guard says it will continue cracking down on illegal marine pollution. Well, props to the Coast Guard. Props to the Coast Guard. I always have glowing things to say about Coast Guard. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your service and really cracking down on these folks illegally dumping oily, contaminated water into the ocean. I thought we were past that. Come on, everybody. All right, so let's get back to positive stuff here. We're going to do another song break, and then we're going to get into what's going down in the GEC. Ooh, this one's fun. This is by one of our hip-hop artists, C.Cle.
Yeah. I got you. I can't stop thinking about 닿을 수 없는 낭만에 대해 닿을 수 없는 우주와 너 그리고 me and myself 내 주한 불안 낭만에 뒤섞여버렸네 뒤죽박죽 뒤섞여버렸네 내 발길 닿는 대로 사는 삶 따라 뱉는 래핑 내가 사는 삶보단 바다를 향해 잠잠하면 안 돼 심심해 죽을 수도 있어 다이나믹이 필요해 돈 걱정은 지루해 나와 영감은 서로 풀 문제가 남아있어 날 베껴갔던 기회도 나가겠어 죽고 사는 문제 우주에 닿는 문제 어느 날의 한기 안에 가두는 새 사슬이자 동시에 날개 가능성을 가진 동전 양면 Feel like a 비하리딩 내 절반이 무너진 때야 비로소 맞이하는 광경을 보게 됐네 역설의 향연 빛을 찾기 위해 들었네 어둠의 강연 고통은 당연 성찰은 답이 됐다가 문제로 변하지 널 만나고 나면 I can't stop thinking about 닿을 수 없는 낭만에 대해 닿을 수 없는 우주와 너 그리고 me and myself 내 주한 불안 낭만이 뒤섞여버렸네 뒤죽박죽 뒤섞여버렸네 살다 보면 모르는 것 두성 옳다고 생각했던 것들 예를 들면 남자의 품격 또는 사회 규범 늘 당하고 살았다는 분명한 사실을 증명하는 게 운명이라 생각하고 쓴 가사는 줄곧 남을 향한 날카로운 화살로 채워지 이미 곳곳이 비는 화살통 울화통에 터져 퍼졌던 파편 가까운 순서대로 입혔던 상처 망친 뒤에 떴다고 생각한 눈은 함정 난 아마도 지금도 눈을 감고 뭘 휘두르고 있을 거야 I can't stop this 이상형 앞에서 개망신 인터뷰 방송 세바 싫어도 감출 수 없어 비겁한 내 자신 I can't stop thinking about 닿을 수 없는 낭만에 대해 닿을 수 없는 우주와 너 그리고 me and myself 내 주한 불안 낭만이 뒤섞여버렸네 뒤죽박죽 뒤섞여버렸네 yeah.
It's a
Beautiful day in the GEC, a beautiful day in the GEC. Would you be mine? Would you be my GEC neighbor or my international neighbor? If you're from Ohio, if you're from Brazil, if you're from England, Canada, wherever in the world, welcome back. Welcome back. And we are going to talk about, hey, what's going down in the GEC, also known as the Global Education City. We got some great news from the GEC community today. And let's bring up those photos, PD. Sure, can do, boss. Beep boop. There we go. Okay. According to NLCS Jeju, that's one of the big four schools here in the GEC international schools, a group of their students proudly represented Jeju at the National Junior Sports Festival, competing across a wide range of events and showing incredible dedication, teamwork, and sportsmanship. That's awesome. I got a second photo here. Boop. There we go. Here are some outstanding achievements to celebrate. Juwon H brought home a bronze medal in the fencing team event, while Sarang K took first place in the under 12 dressage category. Very cool. A huge congratulations to all of the students for their hard work and for representing Jeju with pride on the national stage. It's always wonderful to see young athletes from our island making their mark and showing what the GEC community is all about. That's great. Cool. So cool. So that is from NLCS. But then we are moving across the street here with another school. Beep, boop. Yes. Okay. Now we're moving on from NLCS. We're moving on to BHA. Okay. Now BHA, one of the schools here for Big Four international school here on the island. BHA may be on a summer break, but the campus is still buzzing as the soccer summer camp has officially kicked off. No pun intended. This week, yes. That's like officially summer for me. With like when like summer camps and like sports summer camps like start, I'm like, okay, that's summer, because when you like are part of like a soccer camp, you smell the fresh cut grass. You're like, okay, this is summer. Okay, now. This week, students are training with coaches Billy Lumley and Cam Folks from Australia's Pro Player Football Academy. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Throughout the camp, students are sharpening. Sorry. I lost it. Okay, there we go. Students are sharpening their football skills through focused sessions on one-on-one attacking, dribbling, defending, crossing, and finishing. And wrap up the week, the camp will end at a with a World Cup tournament. That's fun. Giving students a chance to put everything they've learned into action. It sounds like a fantastic week of football, teamwork, and growth at BHA. And it seems like, yeah, it can seems like the coaching is really awesome there too. Yeah, these international schools, they really bring in the pros sometimes. Super cool. Awesome. Nice. Okay. So we're doing fine here. We're moving right along. So we're gonna just do another song break, okay? We're gonna do another song break, and then we are going to. In the meantime, I want you. Oh, House Serena is gonna have their dinner. Okay, bye. See ya. Okay, and we're gonna do another song break, and then we're gonna get into our island icons. Okay, let's do that. Let's do "Tasty" by Bosudongcooler and Hathaway.
Meet more. You are listening to Gecko Radio in the morning.
That's right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Gecko Radio in the morning. Beep beep borp. Checking the chat here. That video makes me hungry. I mean, I think, and Sherry's like, wait, they have a Papa John's and talk about product placement. I think that's kind of the joke of the video is it's just, you know, I'm sure they're not getting paid for any of that, but if they are, that's amazing. Good for them. But yeah, I guess it's just one product placement after another, after another, after another, just as kind of a joke. And yes, Korea, we definitely do have Papa John's. We got Papa John's. We got all the big chains. Of course, we have Burger King, we have McDonald's is big, Papa John's is big, Domino's we have as well. So yeah, we got them. We got Costco's. Jeju has a Costco. Jeju has no, we don't have a Costco. We don't have a Costco. Jeju does not. We have Emart, but the mainland has plenty of Costco's. We might get a Costco someday. We'll see. If we do get a Costco, that's definitely going on Gecko Radio. Yes. So super fun video by them. Also makes me super hungry just watching it. My favorite product on that is Chilsing cider. Sherry, if you haven't had that, you should. It's essentially like Korea's version of Sprite, but honestly, I kind of prefer it over Sprite. It's like in the middle of Sprite and Sierra Mist. Sierra Mist is too sweet, and Sprite is good by itself, but it's good better with food. But if you just have to drink something by itself, Chilsing cider is where it's at, and I'm gonna die on that island. I don't care. All right, moving on. Yes, is our Wednesday special segment. It is our island icons. Island icon. Yes, okay, and this island icon is the icon of all icons, okay? And we've talked about her in the question of the day. This is her. She is her. She is she's essentially Gaia when it comes to Jeju. This is Seolmundae Halmang. Yeah. Today on Island Icons, we're meeting one of the literally biggest legends in Jeju. Yep. Her name, Seolmundae Halmang, the giant grandmother of Jeju folklore and one of the most beloved figures in the island's mythology. Now, according to old stories, Seolmundae Halmang was a gigantic grandmother who was so enormous that she could stride across the sea and shape the landscape with her own hands and feet and other things. Yeah. Many Jeju people grew up hearing that she created Jeju Island itself, piling up earth and stone to form Halasan and the many odum, or volcanic hills, or parasitic cones, scattered across the island. Now, some versions of the legend say that while carrying dirt in her skirt, so she was carrying dirt in her skirt, small holes let stones fall out along the way, and that created the hundreds of odum that dot Jeju's countryside today. Now, these little odum are large. They're hills. Some of them are quite large. They're, you have to hike them. But Seolmundae Halmang is remembered not just as a creator, but also as a mother. One of the island's most famous folktales said she had 500 sons, and we talked about them when we talked about the Jeju Stone Park, the Obek Jangun, or the 500 generals. Now, the ending of that story is a bit of a sad one. While cooking a huge pot of porridge for her sons, the giant grandmother accidentally fell into the pot. Her sons, not realizing what had happened, ate the porridge. When they discovered the truth, they were overcome with grief. Legend says that all but one turned to stone, and some people believe the rugged rocks around Jeju still carry their memory. It's a story about love, sacrifice, and family, and like many myths, Jeju myths, it reflects the island's deep connection with powerful women. You'll notice that many cultures have a sky father or warrior king as their creator. Jeju's creator is a grandmother, is a mother, right? Is a woman, a giant, hardworking, nurturing grandmother who built an island and literally fed her children. And somehow that feels very Jeju. So the next time you're looking out at Halasan or driving past the island's countless odum, remember the legend of Seolmundae Halmang, the giant grandmother who may have shaped the land beneath your feet. Yes. So here's the thing. Dirt in the Skirt, A League of Their Own. Dirt in the Skirt. Yes, I got to rewatch that movie. Great movie. Here's the thing about we're still trying to figure out how we're doing here in Gecko Radio. And I think for now, we are going to take a break from Island Icons on Wednesday. And we're going to come back with something called, I did not see this name. And I say, gotta love it, Jungyoon. Gotta love it. It's going to be called Jeju Gems, okay? Where we spotlight a cool spot, hidden cafe, local festival, or must-visit destination somewhere on the island. So don't confuse that with Good Eatin'. Good Eatin' is where we showcase food spots, but this one is for other things, maybe festivals, cafes, shops, stuff like that. So that is going to be, I love that name. Good job, Jungyoon. Jeju Gems. I'm giving you a raise. Giving you a raise. Okay. Even though she's the one out working today and catching urchin for us. Yes. Okay. Let's move on to the Jeju word of the day.
The Jeju word of the day. Yeah.
Jeju word of the day, and it's a cute one, like quite literally cute. It's a cute sounding name, and it's also cute. Akopa, or akopta, sorry, akopta. In Jeju language, akopta means to be cute, lovely, or adorable. Oh, akopta! It's often used when talking about children, cute little animals, or doing something sweet. One fun thing to note, akopta sounds very familiar to the standard Korean word agapta, which means what a waste or such a pity. Duh, and now don't get those confused, right? And also this is like blocking my face. Maybe I can make that a little smaller. There you go. Okay. So don't get those confused. So if you hear that, you're like, what? Did she just say like that baby's like what a pity for that baby or what such a waste? So again, agopta, that's Jeju language, and that's for super cute adorbs, okay? And agapta, that means, oh, what a waste, such a pity, and that's in regular Korean, okay? So don't get those, confused, like, oh, 애기 agopta, 애기 agopta, or, the puppy is really cute, agopta, okay? Again, Jeju language, agopta is cute, and agapta is what a waste. Okay, so there you go. Don't get those confused, please. All right, so there we go. That does it for today. That was a nice, like tightly done episode there. No mistakes, no issues there. Thanks. Hey, it was super cool for Sherry to join, and at the same time, Hasurino. We're so happy that you guys are joining us. And it's Sunday, so Sunday. It's summer, so we're expecting a bit of a dive in our viewership because of the students. They're traveling all over the world, so they aren't able to really tune in because they're doing a lot of cool stuff. I mean, if they do, good on them because they're all over the world, right? But tomorrow is our new Thursday segment, Artist Spotlight. This is where we shine light on amazing artists. This is another segment that we decided to put in on Thursdays. We kind of started doing it because the last 2 Thursdays, we had 2 artists who just recently dropped EPs. So we featured the entire day of them, and we showcased their work and talked about them. So we're like, hey, this is kind of cool. And it's kind of some of our most viewed videos. So we're going to try to keep it going. It's going to be called Artist Spotlight, okay? And it's not just musicians. We're going to do performers, painters, other creative talents that make the country's cultural scene, and especially Jeju's cultural scene, so exciting. Yeah, we got a vibe and we need to boost it. We need to show people Jeju's vibe because we're super cool. Although I don't know, I feel like that's a bit desperate if a person says that they are cool. Okay, so a big thank you to all the amazing musicians who encouraged us, and all the artists and all the businesses, local businesses who have supporting us along the way. They've been saying really kind words. We're starting to go to events, and people are like, "Yo, Gecko Radio," and I'm just like, oh, you guys know us? You guys know Little Gecko Radio? So that's kind of a cool feeling. Let's keep it going, really thankful. Huge thanks to writer JY Jade, who is about to dive, and many thanks to you guys tuning in, and really thanks for coming in and keeping the chat alive. It's really good to have that kind of energy here. So thank you so much. All right. So tomorrow, once again, it's a new fun segment, Artist Spotlight. So do tune in, and we will see you then. And who are we going to have close us out? Let's have, I got a couple choices there. Yeah, let's do Bosudongcooler, High Tide, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow, 7 a.m. Take care. Bye.